Hello everyone, welcome to our project kickoff meeting. Okay, so where we left off is we finished with the outline of a project. How do you do the generic outline? This is the actual outline for our project. So I don't recommend you do this in a vacuum. And this the whole idea is that it's a collaborative environment. So it's harder by yourself, that's for sure. You have a lack of feedback and things like that. So please use the chat. Let me know that you've enrolled in the course, and let's try to get some work groups together so we can do things more interactively. I don't want the course to just be talking head videos. Okay, but let's get through this. This is a project requirement for a kickoff. So the project name is Project School Launch Mastery. I do recommend that you let the team pick the name. It's kind of a fun activity. It helps everyone feel like they've contributed and been part of it, and it can be fun too. So it's a good thing to not actually name it. Maybe have that as one of your icebreaker activities in your project kickoff. That's what I typically do. The project description. Project School Launch Mastery is an intensive, strategically planned initiative designed to establish our business training platform as a destination for high-quality, practical business education, leveraging advanced project management methodologies and a robust marketing strategy. We aim to attract a substantial subscriber base, generate sustainable revenue, and position ourselves for long-term success. Remember, our goal that was given in the last video is to transform our revenue from $0 to $10,000 a month utilizing the Skool platform, whatever that means. So that's our constraint. The project goals and objectives. The primary objective of the Project School Launch Mastery is to increase the revenue of our business training site from $0 to $10,000 per month within a 2-month time frame. The time frame's gonna. So you have 3 constraints. You have time, you have quality, and you have cost. So those are going to be your 3 constraints for every project that you do. You can speed up the time with more money. You can increase the quality with more money. You can increase the quality at the cost of time. So the general idea is that those are the 3 levers that you can pull, and you can usually pull on 2 of them and it will impact the other one. So we'll get into more how that actually interacts and works. But this will be achieved by growing. I anticipate that our time frame will slide. This is just the general overview. You don't have to have this nailed down. So we're kicking off the project with a 2-month goal. As you go through the project, unforeseen things can happen. We can't create membership, so we'll have to do it through ads and things like that. It may slide the time frame based on our constraints of how much money we have and manpower resources. So this will be achieved by growing our subscription base, targeting individuals' interests in learning project management, operational excellence, which is continuous improvement, business strategy, process improvement, and business management systems. So this is our objective. The scope is very important that you get your scope down. So comprehensive market research and competitive analysis. So I've already started some of this. Development of a compelling value proposition and unique selling points. I had a lot of work done on this until yesterday's video weekly call with Alex Hermosi, and we may have to tweak it now. Optimization of a website for improved user experience and conversion rates. I've worked on the website a little bit, the About page. We'll continue to refine that. Launch of targeted digital marketing campaigns across social media and search engines. So I've started I'm not a marketing expert, but luckily I have 100 million leads and 100 million offers. I'm a student of Alex Hormozy, so we'll put some of those things to test. If you are a marketing or digital advertising guru, please let us know because we can use your help. So it'll speed up our effectiveness, right? Hopefully. Execution of content marketing strategies to drive organic traffic. So I've been making some posts. We got the membership up to 16-ish. So that's good. Implementation of email marketing campaigns to nurture leads. Establishment of partnerships. On the marketing, it doesn't have to be just email. We can use whatever as long as it's within the constraints of our resources. Implementation or establishment of partnerships, collaborations with influencers and corporations. I've made some outreaches to various influencers. It's kind of difficult at this stage to get them on board. So corporations, definitely we can do that. We can try anything. It's in scope. So if somebody comes up with an idea, we can do it. Continuous monitoring and optimization of all marketing efforts. I think that's going to be where we're going to have to spend some time. The main deliverable for this project is achieving a consistent monthly revenue of $10,000 from subscription fees by July 31st. And I had it at August, but I kind of want to back it up. So I forced the project to be within since July. We'll see how the time frame works out. The team members. So we're going to cover timeline and milestones. Harold Meadows, me, and the students of Ubiquity. The timeline. Planning and preparation is May 18th to May 31st. So I've already begun the process of some of these steps, and we're kicking off now. Marketing and outreach, we'll start that on June 1st through June 30th. We'll continue that, I'm sure. Monitoring and optimization, July 1st through July 31st. So the key milestones. For some reason, I always end up with 3 phases. It's kind of funny. But that's what we did here too. You can have more than 3 phases. It just so happened that this broke down into the 3-phase project also. Phase 1 is planning and preparation. That's what we're working on. Phase 2, marketing and outreach. And then phase 3, monitoring and optimization. Okay. And then here I go into the what work we're going to do in those phases. The dates are soft, okay, because this is a kickoff. So market research completion by May 20th. I wanted to have it done. I've done enough, but we can still continue to work on this. Value proposition finalization, but we're technically that's overdue because it's not in stone yet. Course content review and update. So I've been doing this. We're recording this video as a kickoff, and we'll continue to update, and we're going to increase the speed of the deliverables. Okay. Website optimization. That is our about page. Ensure website's fully functional and user friendly. I've made several changes, and yesterday I went to a weekly meeting with Alex Hormozy, group format, and he went through a lot of sites and optimized them his way. So we're going to be taking some of those tips and tweaking ours also. And then pricing strategy and promotional offers. Finalize subscription pricing tiers and develop and schedule promotional offers. Now, this is for if we're going to get into more channels. My personal goal is to provide business education as cheap as possible. So it is definitely out of scope to like make it $9.97 and go get us 10 people. That's not in scope for my channel, but you can use that for your channel, and we'll walk through all of that. Phase 2, I know this is a little small. Marketing and outreach, launch digital marketing campaigns, lead generation and email marketing, first subscriber milestone. We're hoping to have 50 by June 7th. We're at 16 right now. So let's see if we can hit that. Partnership and influencer outreach, mid-month performance review, 500 subscriber milestone, by reach 500 paid subscribers by June 21st. Paid is subject. I'm not going to count, the free ones count. So if we can get 500 people by the third week of June, I think we'll be in good shape. I think our price is going to have a lot to do with that and the effectiveness of our advertising. Promotional push, implement mid-month promotional push to boost subscriptions, offer limited time discounts or bonuses, sure. Phase 3, now we're getting a little further out. It's going to get a little less, more in jello, I guess is what I would say. So monitoring and optimization, monthly review and optimization plan, feedback collection and course improvements, 1,000 subscriber milestone for July 10th, budget reallocation, final push and promotional campaign July 25th, revenue goal achievement, hopefully by July 31st. If we get it, look, we're going to be satisfied with any improvement, right? So it's just a goal. And if it sounds ridiculous or it sounds like that's crazy, let's see how it actually plays out. We can change the trajectory of the project as we approach that. All right. So the communication plan is a normal requirement for any project. So this is flexible. So the only thing that's really locked is the goal. Everything else can be modified and updated through change management process. But communication plan, don't skip over this in your projects. This is a critical piece. All right, so the key stakeholders are the students on the Skool platform, project team members, myself and any collaborators, potential subscribers and external partners. All right. Communication channels, recorded videos, daily meetings. The medium doesn't matter. Discord, we could use if we use Twitch for live meetings, live streaming type event. We can use Discord for audio. So it's not set in stone yet. Teams is what we're using right now. That way it's all set up. Most people have access. Message board, obviously. I'm trying to use more Google Docs because they're easier to share with you. So I'm trying to use that instead of Microsoft Excel and Word. And then we have email and then discussion forum. For our kickoff meeting, that's this meeting here. I was going to do a live meeting via Twitch, but I decided just to do a video. Overview project scope, timeline, milestones, roles and responsibilities. Daily stand-up. So I'm holding a meeting every morning at 6 a.m. via Teams, not Twitch. And we're covering any progress updates or what we're doing there. So it's from 6 a.m. to 6:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's in our calendar. Weekly status reports. So I'm going to add a weekly meeting. Training videos and course content updates. You're in the course, so that's what this is. Bi-weekly strategy. This is optional. I don't know if we're going to end up holding these or not. It depends how many people actually enroll in this course while we're doing this. Ad hoc meetings and support sessions. Sure. Basically as needed. Tools and templates dissemination. This is kind of an eye chart, I get it. So we'll be leveraging Google Docs and email and our channels. Feedback collection. So we have a discussion forum on the Skool channel. That's how you can get information back to me. Having a feedback loop is very critical. Make sure you think about that and make it easy. Promotional updates. We'll do this through our meetings. Project closure meeting, that's at the end. Okay, so we'll cover the project outcomes, the lessons learned, and next steps if needed. All right, so now in this slide deck, it gets a little more gray. So communication calendar sample, so we're doing a kickoff meeting, daily stand-up meetings, those are done. Our value proposition, this is a work in progress right now. And then tools and templates distribution, Google Docs. So I've started creating those tools and templates for you, and I will make them available most likely underneath this course when they apply. For our June communication, we're still doing, this is all part of the communication plan. For our June communication calendar, launch digital marketing campaign, daily stand-up meetings. This is on Teams now. I can update it now. First subscriber milestone, weekly status reports, partnership updates, mid-month performance review. We will probably do this on Teams. And then 500 subscriber milestone update, promotional push. Okay. I don't like that either. Our July calendar, we can go over this later in a little more detail. It's basically the same stuff, right? All right, so the risks. We will get into risks, and I'll go over it real high level. I know this is an eye chart also. All right, so the financial constraints, right? So we only have $1,000. Time constraints. We're saying 2 months. Marketing effectiveness is definitely a risk. Technical issues with my skills probably in the digital media framework, so that can lead to problems. Content quality and relevance. I believe that this could be a risk. Competitiveness and subscriber retention. So I've addressed some of the risks. We'll get into more risk management later. Resource allocation, unforeseen external factors, stakeholder engagement. Those are the risks that I've identified so far. The next steps, immediate actions. So remember, this is another bucket that you have to have in your kickoff meeting, is what are the next actionable steps. Kickoff meeting, we're actually holding this on the 29th. Market research and analysis, I've started some of this. Value proposition and messaging, content review and update. So those things are ongoing and slightly behind, I'd say. All right, so website optimization, I've been working on that. Pricing strategy and promotional offers, I've been working on that. Marketing plan development, I have some things in Jello. So we want to go live on June 1st with our marketing plan. So that's it for the slide deck up to this point. That concludes the kickoff meeting. You should do a questions and answers portion right now. And in our course, I gotta check and make sure I got this viewing correctly. Okay. So on our Ubiquity channel under the classroom, we're in the project kickoff. Hopefully you've completed the intro to project management. And then make sure you click the little green button so I know that you finished it. Okay, that's how I'm tracking your progress. And for you to get credit for the continuing education units, whatever we call it, then that's how I'm going to keep track of that also. All right. So this is the kickoff. I just want to make sure that we covered everything in the course outline. Project kickoff meeting and introduction to project management. Launch the project. Introduce the basics of project management. Our agenda, welcome and introductions. Project overview and objectives. Our purpose or goal. We did those. Expected outcomes. We covered that. Definition of project management from PMBOK 7th edition. So this is what the project management book of knowledge is, what PMBOK is. Okay, you need to know this. I don't think we've covered this yet. So that's this book. All right. So it's the PMBOK guide, and it's not a light read. This is 7th edition. So in that book, this is their definition of project management. The application of knowledge, skills, tools, and techniques to project activities to meet project requirements. Okay. Project management refers to guiding the project work to deliver the intended outcomes. Project teams can achieve the outcomes using a broad range of approaches. Okay, so it's pretty generic. I choose the transformation approach. So we are current state here, and we need to get to a future state of what? $0 to $10,000. The key component to project management is you're adding value. That's it. So you're transforming to provide more value on whatever you're doing. Who does it provide value to? It depends on the project. Okay. So, but you do need to know, if you're going to do this as a career, and you're not just here to build a channel, then you want to know this definition. I would write it down and memorize. You don't have to memorize it, but significance of project management. Project management is a critical discipline that drives the successful execution of projects by ensuring efficient use of resources, managing risk, maintaining quality, and fostering effective communication and collaboration. So we covered all those things, but its significance cannot be overstated as it directly impacts the ability of organizations to achieve their strategic goals, deliver value to stakeholders, and maintain a competitive edge in the market. Okay. Key roles and responsibilities in project management. I'll go over these briefly. For your project, you can define the roles and responsibilities. Okay. So you don't have to have one of these for your project. You may only have one person on the project, which is very weird. I've never ran a project solo. Project sponsor. Okay, so I'm technically the project sponsor for this project. I champion the project. I secure funding and resources. I make the high-level decisions. I have stakeholder communication, and I have approval authority. It's very important to specify what the authorities levels are for the rules. So that's what is this person responsible for, and what approval authorities or what authority do they have? So that's critical when you're doing this. Project manager. So every project you have is going to have a project manager, right? You'll always have a sponsor. You'll always have a manager. Planning, execution, risk, quality, team leadership, communication, monitoring and control, and reporting. The team members. This is going to vary amongst your project. You could have one, you could have 150, who knows? All right, so this could vary. They are responsible for task execution, collaboration, reporting, and quality control. And you can add or subtract from any of these. These are not in stone. A steering committee, we don't have a steering committee. Oversight, strategic decisions, support, and performance review. So if you have a 10 to 15 member project, you may have like a weekly steering committee meeting just to make sure that the project stays within the confines. You typically are not going to have just one sponsor in a corporate project. You will have multiple. So that essentially becomes your steering committee. You have the stakeholders, and then the business analyst. I don't typically have a business analyst on my projects. Technical lead or team lead, QA manager, and a change manager. So the change manager for most of my projects is the project manager, and a procurement manager. Okay, so I don't typically have this. Procurement processes are well defined within the companies I've worked for, so they don't necessarily have to be here. They just have to be informed. Okay, so I just wanted to make sure that we covered what was in our agenda for the project kickoff meeting, and this is all available to you right now in the project kickoff meeting. I'll be adding the video shortly. All right, so please remember, use your check boxes as you go through the videos, and do what's asked. I may change the format here. Do I put the agenda in here, or would you prefer timestamps of the videos? I think the timestamp transcript of the video would be more beneficial. Maybe I can add both. I'll look at that. All right, so that's the end of the kickoff. Now we're going to get into our next steps, which are actually working on those objectives that we just covered. So I'll see you in the next video. Have a good day.